Tennessee's men are dancing in Detroit hoping for another win. Local 3's Ben Bobick is with the team and has more than 16 sweet reasons to watch our reports. Coverage on Local 3 brought to you by Warren & Griffin, your local 5-star law firm.
Don't you love it when someone takes a passion of theirs, an idea of theirs, and turns it into a business and you think, how did we ever live without this? Well, that's what our next guest and her husband, I think anyway, have done. Chris Angston has Oakleaf Cottage in Trenton, Georgia. Perhaps you've heard of it. It's a beautiful wedding venue, but the truth is you and your husband came to our mountains from Florida because you were tired of hurricanes.
Yes.
You wanted a little bit of elevation, but you've always been environmentally aware people. So you found this beautiful spot in Trenton and you used it to let other people come and kind of vacation there. You had an Airbnb.
Initially.
Yes. And then you noticed something and you thought, this is crazy. What did you notice with the Airbnb?
So with the Airbnb, we typically just sorted through people's trash afterward. Like we thought, you know, we know that people are not going to sort on vacation, and so we tried having bins out. That didn't work, and so I just said, that's fine, we'll just sort through it. And so that's what we did. And then when we started doing weddings, we thought the same thing, and we realized we needed to be sorting everything then too.
So that's the thing. I mean, I kind of forgot to tell you this very important part. This is a wedding venue. So if you, an intimate wedding venue. So if you are planning a wedding, even this year you have some spaces, certainly next year in 2025, you're booking out. What she has done, and if you're in the throes of planning it, you're going to love the idea of this. You are kind of a one-stop shop, and everything you do has this environmentally conscious mindset to it, right? There's no waste.
Right. We work really hard to make sure that there is as little waste as possible. We include all of the plates and glassware. We sort all of the trash from it, so all of the aluminum, the plastics, the food waste goes to Newterra Compost. And then of course we are also, we're certified through Green Spaces here in Chattanooga. And so that encouraged us to go ahead and have things like low wattage light bulbs, that kind of thing, low flow toilets and shower heads and all of that as well.
So if you're sitting here thinking, yeah, but how much really could one wedding create? I was shocked when you told me the story of the wedding for 60 people. What happened with that?
So that was one of our early weddings. It was like 4 or 5 weddings in, and it had 2 truckloads of garbage. And this is before we included all the plates and glassware. Like, we were still newbies. We still thought, you know, we can just keep sorting everything and it'll be fine. I'm sure anybody who's in the wedding industry is laughing right now because weddings produce on average 400 pounds of garbage.
Wow.
And so anyway, we're sorting through it. I sorted through the trash. My husband sorted through the trash. We both sorted through the trash. We were like, you gotta be kidding. It's 2 truckloads from 60 people. How is this even possible? And so we couldn't sleep that night. We were like, what do we do? Like this, how do you have this beautiful, you know, beautiful forest, incredible environment, and then you are contributing to trash elsewhere at that degree? And so we just said, we cannot do this. And we said, okay, we've got to find another way. And so I said, okay, a lot of it was plates and glassware stuff. A lot of weddings use plastic plates and cutlery and cups and all of that. And so we said, none of that. And so that got rid of a lot of it.
And I think what happens too, having recently had a wedding myself and my family, is that you think about all of the other details, and then you begin to realize, oh wait, what are we going to serve the food on? And your budget's kind of spent at that point. And you think, oh, I don't have the money left to go get beautiful china for 115 people. You've already done the thinking. And you have a variety. You said you really, because you're an interior decorator by trade. So you offer your clients an assortment of options.
I've sorted, I have thrifted and hunted. There's 4 different choices for plateware. I have tons of different choices for the color glassware, all kinds of stuff. I mean, and then there's different kinds of flatware. Like, we've got options so that the tables never look the same. That was one of the things I didn't want, is for things to ever look stale. And I see that our couples get really excited about the colors of the plateware and everything that we've got. And so that kind of it feels good.
It seems like too, I know you've been in business for 6.5 years, but you weathered the COVID storm.
We did.
And that seemed to change things for an awful lot of people. And so this idea of a more intimate wedding has really taken on.
Yeah.
But it's hard to have that if the space is huge.
Right.
You've designed yours, and you literally designed yours, to be cozy.
Yes. Well, the spaces were there, so both the cottage and the barn were both there. And so we didn't expand either one. And so yes, we comfortably seat 115 inside that barn if the weather is at all inclement or anything like that. That is our rain plan. But some people choose to be inside. It's white painted. It's more of a, we didn't want it to look rustic. And
Right.
so we've kind of worked around not making it look so rustic so that it's a little bit more light and bright.
In terms of people coming to you, if they want to book, do they go online, or do they call you to schedule a time to come out and meet with you? How do you do it?
They can go online, and we've got like a quick little form on our website, or they can email, or they can call. I don't tend to answer the phone as often as I should, just because I
None
get a
of
lot
us
of spam
do.
calls.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, emailing is probably the best way. So
And you have a staff of 5,
there's
right?
at least 5 on wedding day
On
that
wedding
are running
day.
around, sorting all of the plates and glassware, sorting, because we're washing all of it too, and then they're sorting the recycling and, scraping plates and stuff like that, so the food waste can go to Nuterra.
Well, I am so glad that our mountains called to you and that you were here. And the fall, as you can well imagine, with her beautiful view there in Trenton, is a busy, busy time. So if you're planning a wedding for the fall of 2025 especially, get in now.
Yes.
But there are still some openings for the remainder of this year. Is that
many,
right? But
a few.
not many. She's trying to be gracious.
Yeah.
So there's the website, oakleafcottage.com. All the images that you saw of the beautiful venue, she and her husband kind of put their own spin on it to create. So think of what she can then create for you on your wedding day. Thank you. Thank you.
At 58 Foundations and Waterproofing, we know sooner is better when it comes to repairing your foundation, basement, or crawl space. So we're making it easier on you with 12 months, no interest, no payments financing, plus our money-back guarantee. 58 Foundations and Waterproofing. Schedule your free inspection today.
He was too drunk to notice that the traffic had stopped, and all of a sudden, his SUV was in my trunk, and I was off to the hospital.